Welcome in to Auburn Addicts, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Have You Heard? I got my boy Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk podcast. We in here giving you everything from Auburn sports that happened in the last 7 days.
Yes, sir.
Nick, I got a question for you, man.
What's up? What's up?
Have you heard?
Okay.
Auburn drug Georgia 97-76 last night. Talk to me, Nick.
Now I watched some of the game.
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a great game. That was a great game on Auburn's side, man. Auburn had a great man. That was great. That was a great game from Auburn in Athens.
Yes.
By the way, on the road.
Yes.
What's my guy? I can't think.
Mazzara.
Yes, thank you so much for saying that, Baker Mazzara.
Ooh, okay,
stepped up. He stepped up, man. Had a great game, man. I enjoyed watching that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when Jalen Williams gets back, maybe we got 2 scores on the team that we can go to at any time. Jalen Williams and Baker Mazzara.
Chaney Johnson stepped in and gave the 16 that Jalen Williams usually give. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if he can give that 16 when Jalen can't give his 16, because Jalen sometimes disappears to me in games. And like we said before in the last Have You Heard, when he disappears, the team loses. Every game he's had an off night, the team loses. But, man, I was at the game, Nick.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
I was at the game, Nick. Listen, man. Auburn took over the arena, man. Man. They were singing their fight song, Nick.
What they doing? What they doing? The little thing.
Yes, they would. Georgia was doing this is so. I was like, I turned to say, I was like, say this is embarrassing. Georgia was doing the glory to old Georgia fight song, and Auburn will come in singing the Auburn part and just take over, man. You couldn't hear the Georgia. It sounded like Auburn was doing the fight song, man. I was like, bro, this is embarrassing, man. Yeah, they took over that thing, man. Aiden Holloway was what? Had Nick 5 triples, dog. He was draining, man. He was draining.
5 of them. He had 15 points.
Yes, sir.
Janai Broome had 16. You said Johnson had 16.
Yes, sir.
And then KD Johnson came off the bench and gave us a strong 8. But Chad Baker Mazzaro, 25 points.
Yeah.
25 points.
Yes.
If we can get that from him while Jalen Williams is playing and Jalen giving us 18 to 20.
Yes. And then you still if you can get Chaney to give you 16, if you got all these players like that backlog, man, where they can come in the game and score like that, it's gonna be an awesome thing, man. It's gonna be an awesome thing, bro. We got Tennessee Wednesday. Gotta beat Tennessee, man, to stay in for the SEC championship, man.
Are they saying Tennessee is in lock to be what, the number 1 overall seed, or was that Alabama?
Then I think they're in Alabama because Alabama lost. So Alabama and Tennessee, they are tied for first place. Okay, I think Auburn and South Carolina maybe tied for second, maybe something like that. But Auburn Tigers number 14, defeated Georgia Bulldogs. Man, that was wonderful, man.
It's a great game. It's a great game. And that
was wonderful, man. What was that?
Dylan Cardwell at the end of the game. Had a 3 at the end of the game to seal it. So
hey, when he spotted up, I was like, no, I was like, that really was just like, I was like, this is too much, man.
We need this to keep riding. You need to get hot at the right moment. Get hot at the right moment. We can sail on through the SEC championship and sail on into the NCAA tournament. So let's go. Let's go.
Auburn never trailed in that game, Nick.
They never did.
Trailed in that game, man. So that was like, God, that was a great feeling. When they got within 3 hours, like, man, come on, man, not tonight, man. Let's not do it. Not after I'm at the game, man. Don't do it while I'm at the game. Do it when I'm at home, man.
Something.
Yeah, man. So again, Auburn did well, man. I don't know if y'all watched it. I don't know if y'all heard. I don't know if you guys were there when we took over the arena. You know what I'm saying? The guy in front of me just turned around and was like, we'll see you guys in September. Like, no, we want just
what?
Let's not talk football right now, buddy. We're not talking football. Let's stay right here tonight. Yeah, we talking.
Let's go, man.
Basketball, man.
Basketball
tonight. Don't go to football, man. We'll deal with football when football get here. You know what I'm saying? What you got, Dick? What you got, man?
So, that was awesome. Have you heard?
Okay, I'm listening.
Spring practice is starting this week. Football,
yes.
Football doesn't end around here in the South, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Spring practice starts this week on the 27th, 28th, 29th. Then they take a break for, I think, spring break. And then they come back on the 12th, 14th, and 16th for the remainder. What position are you looking at? Which position are you intrigued about going into spring practice? I already know mine. Mine is quarterback. Mine is quarterback.
Yours quarterback?
Yeah. I just don't want to see Payne Thorne. That's it. Don't want to see Payne Thorne come my door.
Okay.
But I am bracing myself for Payne Thorne.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick another position, I would probably go the defensive secondary.
Really?
Defensive secondary is probably
why? Why the secondary?
I'm interested to see, man. I thought that was the strongest position of the team last year. And you got to replace a lot of guys. I know you got Ken Lee out there on the end, on the corners. That's going to be a really big, really big, solid player for us, man. Probably going to be, he can probably be an All-American. But I'm interested to see who we put back on the back end and on the other side over there. DJ James is gone.
But JD, man.
JD Rhyme.
JD Rhyme, man. JD Rhyme. And they brought the cat in from Alabama. But I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. With JD Rhyme and Ken Lee, with JD Rhyme and Ken Lee, man, I think them two solid cats, man. Then you got the dude from Texas that you brought in. I don't know who's gonna take up the other side, man.
Yeah, but when you have a lot of turnover, and you got one guy that got playing last year. Now you got a lot of guys that got to come in and mesh together, see how they play on their back end. That was just, I believe that was the strongest part of the defense last year.
Doubt, man. No doubt, man.
So I'm interested to see where that is. Of course, linebackers I think will be better this year. Defensive line is going to be a big question as well. Where we going to be at there? But the back end, the strongest part of the defense that we had last year, being kind of depleted. Got a lot of guys that didn't get a lot of playing time last year. That's coming in. That's going to be starters and getting significant playing time now. See how they mesh together. See how that goes. I'm excited about that. What you got? What's yours?
I think, man, I'm looking at the receivers, man. I'm looking at the receivers, man. I want to see. Yes,
you gotta have somebody throw them the ball. That's all I gotta say.
What I'm looking for, man. Even with just say the quarterback is not accurate. What I'm looking for, man, is if these receivers are getting separation. You know what I'm saying? If they are, dominating the one-on-ones, if they going up to get the ball, just say, if Cam Coleman or, any Bryce Kane, any of these cats going up to get the ball, bro, are they attacking the ball? Are they catching with their body? You know what I'm saying? I noticed that last spring, though. I noticed some of the receivers, they were not catching the balls with their hands, man. They were catching the ball with their body. So I'm like, that's not going to work in the SEC. But anyway, my thing, I'm on offense, I'm wide receivers, man. I got to see these new wide receivers if they're going to come in. Yes.
Cam Coleman, day one starter right now.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I see him in the screen. That's why I'm watching him. That's why I'm watching him, man. I'm watching the receivers, man. And I know, bro, back it up. The quarterback is the trigger, man. How, like we say, how the quarterback goes is how the team goes. So we know that, man. But I'm like, do we have the weapons to give him a chance? Because we know sometimes, honestly, Thorne threw the ball. Sometimes he threw the ball to the receivers and they let him down.
I agree with you on that. I give you that.
I want to know if the receivers are gonna get separation and the balls that he can get to them, will they take advantage and get those balls? Now, on the defensive side of the ball, man, I'm looking at the defensive line, bro.
I agree. I can stand that. I can understand that,
man. And I think I've said this before. We need some interior guys, man. We need some interior guys, man.
So do you think the guy from Texas? I can't remember his name at the moment right now. Do you think the guy from Texas, he can come in and be a difference maker?
I don't know about a difference maker, but I think he can come in and be steady. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem I have. Trill Carter from
Trill Carter. Yes, that's his name.
I think he can come in and be, a starter and be steady But you know what I'm saying? And we said this before, it's just like semantics. A difference maker is different than a starter.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's that whole game manager, game changer.
Yeah, we need game changers on the defensive line, man. And right now, I'm hoping, as far as like I said, the ends, Keldrick, Falk, and McLeod on each side, I think, man, we can really make some noises if Keldrick take the next step. He held his own. He was serviceable, which I think the other guys on the defensive line will be. But if he can take the next step up where him and McLeod can be a tandem coming off the edge, I think they can make some noise.
I think he need to slim down some. 288 is big for an edge.
Yeah.
That's
how strong is, but is he still strong and agile? You see what I'm saying? If he's strong and agile,
I would rather for him to be somewhere in that 260 to 270 range.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
288, he pushing to be on the inside. That's almost
right. Okay, let me ask you this. Though, and then I was watching. Okay, I was watching some clips on this, and maybe you can look this up, and maybe you know off the top of your head, man. How big was Reggie White? Do you remember Reggie White?
I'm about to look it up right now.
Look it up.
Reggie White. Man, his measurables.
Yeah, man. Reggie White, the Hall of Famer, man.
But he played interior though.
No, he played on the outside too.
Okay.
If you look at some clips, bro, Reggie was coming on the outside, bro, destroying tight tackles, man. And he had the patented hooking. He hook them, and when they start going one way, man, just look at some clips on Reggie White.
6'5", 300.
That guy can move, man. You look at some clips on Reggie White, bro, bending that edge and that power. I'm telling you, Nick, the power. Have you seen? I've seen
the
power arm cuff Reggie White did when he'll get them going one way and then he'll hook them with the arm and throw them. Oh my God, man! That thing was beautiful.
But everybody ain't Reggie White. Are we saying Keldrick Falk is Reggie White?
No, I'm not. The point I'm making. No, not yet. But the point I'm making is, I hope he takes the next step, and being 288. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping he's still agile and adds strength. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm hoping he take that next step.
I think he needs to slim. I think about 15 pounds need to come off.
But see, being at 288 is, you know what I'm saying, when you get that rabbit packet, NASCAR package, whatever it's called on your team, where they take the ends and bring them in and then bring two other defensive linemen in or some linebackers in. Your NASCAR package. He can, if he's at 288, you can move him inside and, you know, have him in that package.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm projecting, because I think Keldrick Falk before he leaves Auburn will play into being a draft pick. Yes. So if he's 288 now, and he's only 19 years old, I believe. Imagine when he's gonna be at 21, 22. That's easily you can easily add 15 more pounds to that, and you can move into a 3 technique in the NFL and a travel defense. Yeah, no, I mean, if
he might be, man. And that might be the plan, to move him on the inside. He might play a lot of inside. You know, I don't know what he is now, because if he's 288 now, or
he was 288. He was 288 last year.
So bro, they might move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll be playing some interior, I would think, this year, man.
I would have to play some. I know last season. I know it was he was 288 pounds.
Okay, good Lord, man.
At 18, if I'm not mistaken. 18,
yeah, he was. You can know he was destroying cats.
That's what I'm saying. He probably was playing out of position. But 6'6", 288 pounds.
Yeah, but he held his own in the SEC, man. He held his own for a freshman. He did good for a freshman. He held his own. But man, with him, I'm just hoping he takes the next step, just technique wise. Of course, the game is probably gonna slow down for him, and then strength wise, man. If he just take the next normal step, man, he'll be a good player in the SEC, man. But him and McLeod on the edges.
Yeah. So basically, he shaved off 6 pounds already.
Okay, that's your wish.
281. I'm telling you,
you loving it.
I'm telling you, 10, 15 pounds he need to drop. Just all I'm saying. But it is what it is, bro.
Yeah. I'm watching defensive line, specifically interior, man. I need Jason Jones, man.
That'd be dope.
I need Jason Jones to put it together, man. What's crazy, I see a lot of his interviews. He's a very likable guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Love his personality. I hope it works out on the field for him. I want him to take the next step, man. This is his last year, man. Man, he needs to be dominated. If he can dominate the middle, they have something. They'll have something.
He can either be a draft pick or he can be in the UFL.
Yeah.
One of them. I mean, I'm just sitting there saying, I'm
hoping he's a first round draft pick, man. Man, he has all the measurables, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He has all the measurables.
I agree with you.
That's the cat I want to see, man. Okay, Nick.
All right.
Question for you. Have you heard?
All right.
Have you heard, Nick? And I'm gonna have to look at my telephonic communicator. Because I want to word it right. Have you heard about, and this might take the rest of the whole show, we might
it's really good. It's really good.
Chat, everybody, have y'all heard about the NCAA injunction with Tennessee and Virginia? Have you heard about it, Nick?
Yeah, I heard about it. We actually talked about this on the Water Cooler Talk.
Okay, talk to me, man. Enlighten me.
We were talking about, it kind of went back to the season of like the power that the NCAA has. Like, are they powerful? Like, what type of power do they have? Like, what type of enforcement do they have? A lot of people feel like they don't. I'm one of the people that feel like they don't have any at all. I feel like a lot of this is ran through the conferences. I feel like Greg Sankey has way more power than Charlie Baker, the dude that's over the NCAA right now, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, the NCAA has decided to what did they decide to do? They decide to basically let's summarize this. They are saying that these collectives that have signed high school players before they were on the teams in college violated NCAA rule. All right. Just yesterday, a federal judge blocked the NCAA's enforcement of the NIL rule. Basically, so what they're saying is, those schools can now go out and recruit those players and sign them to NIL deals, and it won't be no harm, foul, punishment against them.
Before they get to the campus, man, they can offer inducements.
They can offer them inducements. This ain't been happening before. Like, it ain't been happening before.
Yeah, it's been happening before, but that's been happening a long time.
But the problem that I have with it is the NCAA, and shout out to my co-host Marcus. The NCAA, he said, and he articulated this very, very well. He said that the NCAA created this problem. Now they're trying to go back and retroactively trying to bring it back a month that they've already let out the bottle. And you can't let this month, you can't bring this one back. It's over with. It's over with. When you got the Big Ten and the SEC now saying that they're going to create an advisory committee together to figure out how to deal with the changing landscape of college football, it's over with, man. These schools are about to break away from the NCAA within the next 8 years, I would say. And it's going to be a free-for-all in college football, to where you're about to start seeing real deal contracts and real deal collective bargaining agreements between schools and players, and how these players will now be considered employees of schools. It's all about the dollar, ladies and gentlemen. And when these guys can figure out how to make more money, they're going to make more money. And if you don't, and if you have not realized, the NFL is upset with college football right now because of the expanded playoff that just happened. So now the NFL is like, now y'all are embarking on our territory, and college football is like, we don't care because we're going to make more money. So, what are you talking about? NFL is like, well, we college football, like, we about to shed these Saturdays in January. So, man, when it's about that money, it don't even matter no more. So it's about to be a different situation. And I'm telling you right now, within 8 to 10 years, these schools will not be member schools of the NCAA. And they will be their own entity that's governed by college football, by the CFP. Mark my words, it's coming.
Look, man, this is about to be bananas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now you can above water go and say, hey, coach, what players do you want?
Exactly.
We want these players. How much do you want us to offer, coach? Offer this. Let's ride. And Nick, this is a question. This is a question I just thought about when you said that. You so eloquently put it, Nick. That could have been a Tim Tebow speech. You know that speech Tim Tebow.
God bless. And I just put God bless at the end.
Yeah, you know that speech Tim Tebow. The way you put it, we could just put that on a plaque. Yeah, we could put that on the side of the NCAA building when you walk in. And you can see you know.
Sorry, guys. You will never see a team play as hard as we will for the rest of the season. You will never see a player play as hard as we will and move his teammates for the rest of the season. We didn't give you the chance to be in first undefeated season at Florida, but trust me, we will play hard and we will win. God bless.
God bless. God bless. Hey man, Nick, have you this is what I thought about when you said that, man? It's like, bro, you got me sitting up in my seat, Nick. Check this out. You know, everybody is saying what entity will ever rival the NFL?
College football,
right? I'm thinking, man, like you say, 8 to 10 years from now, if college football keep growing, think about this, man. If college football keep growing, they're going to impede on the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay. Now with the playership, viewership might increase. Now, this is the key when we talk about money.
Yeah.
When you have the college football game and college football players getting paid right now, and people already said it though, for some players, the salary of college football is rivaling the NFL. When you say, man, I just might hold up, follow what I'm saying.
Okay.
Follow what I'm saying. My brother was telling me, and I didn't see it. My brother was telling me that Shedeur Sanders was talking to Deion Sanders about leaving and getting in the being in this year's draft.
Yeah,
both of his sons. Okay, so he said Deion Sanders' response was, "Why would you go in the NFL when you can make this money right here? You're gonna make more right here." Just think about this dude. This dude NIL net worth right now is $4 million a year. Think about this, bro. If you go in the NFL, bro, as a rookie, you know what I'm saying? Depending on where you drafted, are you getting nearly $4 to $5 million a year?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It depends on where you're going in the draft.
Right.
If top 3, 4 rounds, maybe you probably making that.
No, bro,
you're probably making somewhere near that, and maybe a little less.
You're not making that in the third round.
So what I'm saying? What's the third round making?
I don't know, but you're not making $5 million a year in the third round.
You don't think so?
I wouldn't think. You might. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you're making $5 million a year in the third round, though.
You don't think so?
I don't know, man. I'm saying, I'm hoping you'll look it up because I'm trying.
I'm waiting on the load.
Okay, that's you and Marcus' expertise, man. With the NFL, I'm just in this Auburn box. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, so here we go.
Talk to me.
All right, so third round picks. If you go in the third round, the first pick average third round, you somewhere between total value of contract is somewhere between $5.5 to $6 million.
Okay, so that's average and total value. So
yeah,
right. So that means. And we talked about averages. That means if you averaging 5 million, that means some cats making 2 total. And we're not saying getting paid. We saying total value. So total value could mean insurance, compensations, signing bonus. So take out the signing bonus and all that. You might make more in college. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree where you're coming from. Yeah, but you know the guys in college, that are first and second round in the NFL draft. You know that. If you looking at, I'm looking at it like, all right, if my NIL value in college is, what do you say? You said Shedeur's was what, 4 million?
Yeah, I think 4.7 million. He almost at 5 million.
And now the rookie pay scale for the number 1 pick that's coming up now is going to be what, north of $42 million?
That's total, right? Over 5 years, right?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so what does that break down to?
You're talking about 8.2 million.
Right, so that's 8.2 million.
That's all guaranteed. That's all guaranteed.
Yeah, but that's for like the top 3 picks. So what is somebody getting that's in the second round or the back end? Because right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Shedeur Sanders was in the draft, I don't know if he might get in the. Do you think he'll be a first rounder?
Yes.
Okay, where though? He wouldn't be a top first rounder.
No, he would not be. He would be top 15.
Right? You think so, bro?
This draft, he top 15.
I got
if you. Came out, he would be top 15.
In some draft projections, they don't even have Michael Penix going in the first round.
That's foolish.
Because it's so quarterback heavy. It ain't that he's not that good. It's just the draft is so quarterback heavy. So if you threw Shedeur Sanders in there with all these other cats, I'm like, if Michael Penix in some draft projections is not making it out, not getting in the first round, it's a chance Shedeur Sanders may, just say if he's at the end of the second round. You see what I'm saying?
I think Shedeur is a top 15 pick. Like I
thought Michael Penix would be.
No, he still is. But see, Michael Penix,
look at the draft projections.
He doing stuff that's kind of setting himself back though. Like not like at the last minute, not playing in the Senior Bowl at the last minute. Probably won't even throw at pro day combine at the combine and stuff like that. So you kind of setting yourself back some. You're not showing what people can do. Now I know you got tape out there, but that could be distant. Some people will be like, that's still distant. People want to see what you can do now.
Sure.
So stuff like that. So that I think that's kind of what's kind of falling him down the draft boards a little bit.
Yeah. See, see these cats that's like a Cam Coleman. Well, I'm not saying, I don't know how much, Ricky's getting, but you know what I'm saying? They kind of saying that these cats in the six figures, man, you got to think, man, if cats in college, man, if they making, just say, for instance, if they're making $500,000 a year and they projected to be a late rounder, they might as well stay in college and make that $500,000.
No. I agree with you there. I agree with you 100%.
So I wonder, because even in the third round, bro, like that is not what I thought it would be. Just saying $5 million total package. You know what I'm saying? If you for the NFL, that's not a lot of money because, like you say, that's including everything, signing bonuses. We don't know if they talking about insurance compensation and all that. You know what I'm saying? So what is the raw number like?
So you looking at? So I'm just giving you the averages. Seventh round picks, total value of a seventh round picks contract could be somewhere between $4 to $4 million. Now, the way that those contracts are structured, a lot of those contracts are incentive based as well.
Okay.
So you may get like 500,000 base, or I'm sorry, whatever the league minimum is. You may get that base, which probably be $1 million or $1.5 million. Let's just say it's $1 million league minimum. That other 300, the other 3 million could be considered. They could write it into as incentive based, where if you do this much, if you're on the roster by this year, by this date, by the league year start, you will get this amount. The same thing with Geno Smith. So Geno Smith, he just got a $12.7 million check because he was on the roster by last Friday. He was on the roster, so he got a $12.7 million check just because he was on the roster. So it's a lot of incentive based type stuff in there. Unlike in the first round, all those, if I'm not mistaken, all of those first round contracts are guaranteed.
Yeah. And see, like, bro, and see, like I said, that's the key word is total value, bro. It's just like, and then you talk, total value, but if you making the league, what is the league minimum? 200,000-300,000?
I think the league minimum is, I think it's 450 if I'm not mistaken.
It's moved up now?
Yeah, it moved up. Okay. It may be more. Hold on, let me see what the NFL league minimum is. It is 750. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's done jumped a lot then.
Yeah, it's 750,000 because it was like one of the lowest between all.
Okay, but let's back up. Let's back up and go into the micro part of this. Is that is the league mean
all guaranteed? I believe it's all guaranteed.
Right, but is that 750,000 per year, or you just gotta have a 750,000 a year is the league minimum for any player?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's jumped up a lot then.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense. Now, now rewinding, it got to be something we leaving out, Nick.
That's what I'm saying, because I think NIL. I mean,
because if I'm getting 750,000, I'm not staying in college. You see
exactly.
What I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying.
It's got to be. Yeah, it got to be something. You know what I'm saying? It got to be something we missing out as far as the NFL, because that doesn't make sense for a person to stay in college if I'm getting $200,000, and then if I'm gonna be a 6th, 7th rounder, I'm coming out if I'm making 700,000.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. Total value of these contracts, even for a 7th rounder, could be $4 million, but they getting that league minimum. They gonna definitely get that league minimum. Exactly. and stuff and things of that nature. But like the rest of that contract could be incentive based. So if you catch 50 passes this year, or if you make the practice squad, or if you make the roster, if you make the last 53-man roster, you would get this amount. The rest of your contract is getting. It's a lot of ways that they structure those contracts between agents and GMs that we as regular folks will never understand unless we went to school for it. So it's a lot of numbers in incentive base. So
yeah, we need to get a GM on his thing. Man, I would love to get a college GM on this thing, man.
That'd be dope.
Talk about NIL and, you know, especially with you know, giving out these contracts, man. Are they guaranteed for the year? Are they getting paid monthly installments? Are there signing bonuses? You know what I'm saying?
NIL?
Yeah, for NIL, man.
I'm pretty sure that those have to be. And the only reason why I would say those have to be year to year is because college, because even though these guys are still getting NIL money, they are still on scholarship, and those scholarships are year-to-year base. So I'm pretty sure that NIL money has to be year-to-year as well. So
yeah, but I'm saying though, is it guaranteed? Because the guys from Texas A&M, that guy from Texas A&M that was a 5-star, man, he was like, dude, y'all thought we was making money. He was like, man, I didn't get it paid anything.
Oh man,
he was like, I didn't get any NIL money they promised.
Was that just the fact that they were just really trying to get rid of Jimbo?
I don't know, man, but I'm just saying. So that's what I'm saying. Is it really guaranteed? And then I think with them, with this injunction, I think what helps the players is with this injunction, if the collectives go to them, because previously you could not sign a kid before they got to college. You couldn't talk inducements before they got to college and signed with the college. So if I'm a guy and somebody came up to me and said, hey, we're going to give you $500,000, but you got to sign first. So I sign, and then they just back out and don't give me the money. Bro, I'm stuck in college at this college for a year. At least they
can still get out, because they can still petition the NCAA. That they want to get out of their letter of intent. They can't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'm saying on the normal circumstances, if somebody, just say for instance, Nick, if I sign you to if I say come to my college, you're gonna get $500,000. All right. You say, okay, cool. You come sign. All right. The first month you get your check. All right. You cool. Second month you get your check. You in school, you enrolling in classes. Right. Third month you get season start. Now you playing. Third month you get your check. Fourth month, so on. 5 months, just say if your check stop coming, what you gonna do? It ain't like you just gonna drop out of school. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to wait till the portal open to get. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You can't to clarify. You can't just kind of like, if they don't pay you, then you can't just drop out. So, but what this does for that player is, when you're making these NIL deals, you can sit down with your attorney and say, hey, is this contract binding? Is it, for me to be here the whole year? Is it guaranteed? So then you will have some recourse if you're not getting your money like the players at Texas A&M did. As it stood before the injunction, you was just taking a chance, bro. On somebody's word to say after you sign, because you couldn't negotiate until after you sign with the school, which is kind of stupid. I mean, it was good for the schools because you could tell the player anything, and then after they get in and start playing, bro, you know what I'm saying? Shoot them a $5 check, bro. We good. Or in Texas A&M thing, think if you get a loaded class and you promised everybody $1 million and you got everybody that's a 5-star, right? That's
a lot of money. So
yeah, but you got all these 5-stars that came to the school, and you shooting them a little something. You hit them with their checks, they $70,000 checks first month, second month. They get to play in their season. Yeah, bro, the checks, got caught up in the mail. We're gonna get y'all, you know what I'm saying? And you win this championship, and then you just like, well, if y'all want to transfer, we'll holler at y'all.
That's
what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You done served my purpose now. You could keep doing that. Get another 5-star class and not, really renege on your payments. That's why the quarterback left Florida.
That's bad.
Yeah, it is. But I'm just saying it's good with this. Not the NCAA didn't decide this, but the judge deciding this is great for the player because now you can negotiate them terms before you sign on the dotted line. So it's good for the players, man.
Yeah, and then another thing too is it actually teaches them, like, a lot of these guys that are being signed to these, like, that will get these NIL deals, these big NIL deals. It's actually teaching them now, because they're going to be projected to go to the next level and play in the NFL. And after they get off that rookie pay scale, Now they're gonna have to start negotiating real contracts. They're gonna have to start negotiating $100 million contracts with teams, and this gives them that practice too. It's real world. And I put it like this: it's real world practice. It helps a lot.
Because you heard about the Florida player, right? No.
Yes.
You heard about the Florida. I don't know if it was a quarterback. I think. No. I'm talking about
two different things.
The quarterback was promised like what was it, 14 million or some astronomical amount.
Come on,
they were promising this quarterback all these millions of dollars, and allegedly what happened is the quarterback agreed to it. But what allegedly happened was the person that donated the money to the collective was like, "Hey man, it wasn't meaning for y'all to give all this money to one player. This is for the collective." But they decided, let's give it to one player and lock him up, this 5-star quarterback. And then what happened when the dude signed or was about to sign, I don't know if he necessarily signed, but the dude reneged on his payment. Like, man, this is not where I wanted my money to go, so I'm not donating anymore. So the guy didn't get the money, so that's why he winded up at, I think it was Arizona State he winded up at.
Oh, we are talking about the same dude.
No. Okay, what I'm talking about, this is another player I'm talking about in reference to that. I was just clarifying.
Oh, okay. I get you saying.
That was the quarterback. They had a lineman that signed with this company, right? He signed with this company to negotiate for him, those. So what he did is he signed with this company, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna give you this much money up front. So I think they gave him maybe like $400,000 or something. So
basically, he signed with an agency.
Exactly.
He's not with an agent. He's yes. Okay.
This dude, and I don't know if you can sign necessarily and say quote unquote agents. They say representation, but it's the same thing, right? So
if you want to get legally,
right.
Technically, we know.
Right. See, I can be representation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I need to be representation.
That's what I'm saying. We need to
figure something out. What happened to this dude, man, is this guy signed with representation, man, and they fronted him some money. You know what I'm saying? And what happened is, bro, this dude had signed away. I think it was.
Don't tell me he signed in perpetuity.
This dude signed like it was either 12 to 15% of his future earnings for the NFL for the next, I think, 15 years, man.
In perpetuity. Good God.
I was like, are you serious, man?
What if he don't make it to the NFL?
You know what I'm saying? Well, he probably out of luck. But if I'm a representation, I'm like really looking at him and getting an evaluation and saying, okay, what's his chance to make it to the NFL? So if his chances of even making it, if he making $700,000 a year, bro, I'm gonna get my money back.
12 to 15%.
Yeah,
most agents
for 15 years, Nick.
Most agents. Let me just be real. Most agents only take like 2 to 3%.
Nick, they got this dude
12 to 15.
Yeah, man, and it might be more than that. It might be more than that, but at least that.
Lord have mercy.
And I think it was over like 15 years. It was some ridiculous but cats don't know, man. It's just like they in the moment. They like, bro, I'm finna get close to $500,000, and when cats don't read contracts and.
Jay-Z said it best. He said, y'all still out here taking advances, huh?
Yeah, man. What's crazy? I was listening to a producer, man, talking, and I ain't gonna name his name, but man, he was like, when he first got started, man, he took a $250,000 advance. You know what I'm saying? Man. And he thought at that time, he was like, man, I needed money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Rent due. I got to help my family. So $2 million.
Completely.
This dude, he was like, after he saw all these platinum albums stacking up, that he was like, bro, I ain't getting nothing. That was it. Then now, regret sets in. But
it's completely understandable when you take it at the moment, because you like, look, I need this right now to take care of this, not knowing in the future what you could have made in the future.
See, that's what dude thinking. If he ain't got nothing, man, if his family struggling, this dude looking at, bro, hey, you telling me I can get $500,000 in my hand right now?
Yeah,
bro, give me the contract. You just sign it all the way.
Pay off all my family debts.
Yeah, remember that with TLC, bro? They was like, but TLC was getting like what, $75,000 a year or something. It was something insane. Like they were only getting like 70 G's, $75,000 a month. A year. Yeah, man.
Good God,
like
man.
Holmes, like, bro, I can't buy my mama a house or nothing.
Taking advantage of.
Yeah, and from my understanding, the judge awarded them, a settlement, not because of the contract, because the contract was legally binding. You know what I'm saying? But it was just kind of like, bro, these guys done made $100 million off of y'all, man. So I'ma just, but yeah, dude, that's
same reason why Prince. That's the reason why Prince and Michael Jackson fought so much for their.
Yes, man.
Crazy,
yes,
man. Yeah. It is.
They
what
got
it
Prince too, boss. It
is what it is.
Bro, I just be like, what?
No, go ahead. What you about to say? Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, I just be like, what I'm saying, and I get it. I get people are products of their environment and they're products of, a situation. I think that's what happens is because you still like, bro, they wouldn't get me. But if somebody came and be like, yo, DC, man, I'm gonna need you produce said number albums for me, man. And hey, man, here go $1 million, man. She's like, you'll give me $1 million in my hand right now. But then when you when you on album number 10 and you be like, bro, the first album sold 10 million. So y'all made,
that's a diamond album.
Okay, so just say, the album sold 10 million, and the album is $10 a piece.
$10 a piece.
It's $100 million, right?
Yeah, and it only cost you what it cost you what?
You just paid me $1 million, and I made you $100 million on the first album.
That's how it is. So basically what I'm learning is the same principle in any type of business works in any type of business.
Yes, man.
Same thing with that lineman at Florida. With that lineman.
Yes, bro.
12 to 15%. Good God.
Yeah, bro. It's like, think about this. Now we on album 1, and I made you $100 million, and you only paid me $1 million. Now you like, okay, now give me 9 more of these, boss.
Yeah, nah.
And I don't get nothing else. Yeah.
We need to renegotiate.
Right. So when it's over, it's potential I can make y'all $1 billion and you gave me $1 million. But people are prisoners of the moment. Like my right now, man, I need this money right now. And people are opportunistic. That's in any, and we talked about this, what I'm saying? We both sold cars and, that people break down, they need a car, and it's like people take advantage of them.
Yep. Very true. I know that for a fact. I've seen it happen. I'm not even gonna sit here. That happens all the time. But
I've seen some deals where I'm like, bro, this is unbelievable. Like you're paying this much, and for this, you done paid for the car 3 times. Okay, let's get off that. We don't totally like that. We said this was gonna take the whole show. Good, yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, Nick, what you got, man? Let's wrap.
Have you heard?
What?
Talked about spring practice earlier, but now you got these new guys coming in. They gotta have jersey numbers. They gotta have jersey numbers. You gotta be able
with no jersey, no numbers on, man.
We finally got a list of guys that are gonna be wearing jerseys. Let's go through a couple of them. We got Jamonte Waller.
Okay.
Gonna be wearing number 11.
Okay.
Walker Wright's gonna be wearing number 11.
Okay.
Cam Coleman is actually gonna be wearing his high school number 8.
Bruh.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope. Gonna be dope. Joe Phillips is gonna be number 31. Okay. DJ Barber's gonna be number 33.
Okay. He got that.
And I think we had a couple of
linebacker numbers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a couple of number changes too, because if I'm not mistaken, Ken Lee is now going to be wearing number 4 instead of number 3.
Okay, so you're taking DJ James on number.
You're taking DJ James on number. Now, one number I did not see on here, and I might be overlooking it, but what number is Perry Thompson gonna be?
Oh, I don't know, man.
It ain't on. I didn't see it on this list.
Perry ain't gonna have no number, man.
Oh man, don't tell me Perry. No, come on.
Perry ain't gonna have no number.
No. Wait a minute, man. I probably overlooked it. Let me look, man. Let me look at this again. Because I know
Jay Crawford, Malik brought himself with her favorite Edwin. Yeah, I think you're right, man. They don't have a list.
They don't have his name. His name ain't on
it. Yeah, they don't know. They might not know right now.
One of your a 5-star prospect can't get a number. I don't like the way that look, man. I don't like the way that look.
And then they might be like, you know, and it could be a deal where they're like, you know what I'm saying, he might want a number. And then, okay, we got players changing numbers. Yeah, let's see if we, you know what I'm saying, see if he'll change numbers with you, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know if they'll do it in college, you know what I'm saying, but hey, you know they do it in the NFL.
They definitely do.
Hey, man, can I get that number? Okay, how much you going to pay me for this number?
They be paying for numbers in the NFL.
Yeah, they pay for numbers in the NFL, so you never know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, you know, my man would pay for a number, but you never, you know, just never know. Other than that, if you don't get a number, we're going to have to get a magic marker and write before a game, write his number on there when he go out.
I don't like the way that look, man. One of your most highly coveted prospect that you was trying to get in, you can't get him a number. I don't like that. Somebody that just don't feel right to me, but hopefully everything's going well. Perry, we want you in Auburn, baby.
It's like he can't give a number.
We want. That's what I'm saying. How can't you give a man a number? Come on, man. We got people out here weighing 2 numbers. You got 2 people wearing the same number. Come on, now. Come on. We can get his man a number 13, 18, something. Come on.
Hey, man,
now.
he might. You know what I'm saying. You know, he might want a specific number, man.
You can't wear 2. You can't wear 34. You can't wear 7, or you can't wear 2.
All 34. We can't give you 7 to a 34.
Nah, I mean, come on now. We got to figure something out now. Come on.
You can't wear what's Auburn number 01? What's Auburn number?
Can't wear that. Can't wear
that. They just built Auburn a statue too, man. You saw that?
I saw that. It look good.
It deserves it, man.
It look good. It look good. You 11-time national champion. Yeah, you're 11-time national champion. You deserve a statue.
Yeah, man. You know, Slazy told me they put it at the student center, man. So that's
they did. I saw it. Because
I was like, man, he should have his statue out there with the Heisman people, but then he would have to have a statue with both at the basketball arena too. He should just have a statue at all the arenas,
all the main,
like basketball, the baseball arena. You know what I'm saying? Obby is that dude, man. Ain't nobody got no 11 national championships around there, man. He should be celebrated, man. Put a statue in front of every venue for Obby.
Agree.
What else you got on the jersey? Anything else on the jerseys? You know what I'm saying? We need to free Perry Thompson to get that man a jersey, man.
Free Perry Thompson jersey number. We need that. We need that right now.
Maybe they just didn't list it. Maybe they just was oversight.
They didn't list it. That is a big mistake by Auburn football. That's a really big mistake. And you got practice about to start Tuesday. Come on now.
Hey man, we got everybody out at spring practice picketing to get Perry Thompson a number, man.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna be out there with a blank jersey. He gonna be out there with a blank jersey. Come on, man. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. One of your star recruits.
Free Perry Thompson. Free Perry Thompson. Give him a jersey.
Come on now.
Give him a jersey number, man. He might have one and they just forgot to put it on them.
If they did, that's a big mistake. That's a really big mistake. If they
did. Nick, I got a question for you. This is my last question for you. You know what I'm saying? Have you heard, man, the SEC men's tournament about to start, right?
Yep. Starts.
So, Nick, I was reading about the SEC men's tournament, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm reading the SEC tournament on a 2nd grade level because I didn't understand the format, man. They was like, according to the article I was reading, they were like the first 10 seeds get a first round bye.
No, that's not how I go.
Okay, no. It was a typo error, right?
Technically, yes, they do.
Okay. So, oh my God.
It was a typo. Seeds 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Okay.
So 12 plays 13, 11 plays 14.
So they had, in essence, so they have to play into the tournament.
They play into the tournament. It's like the play-in.
So first 10 do get a first round.
First 10 do get a bye.
That's what they meant.
And then game 3, 4, 5, and 6. In game 3, 8 plays 9. In game 4, the 5th seed plays the winner of the 12-13 seed game.
Oh, God.
And then in game 5, game 7, seed 7 and seed 10 play. And then in game 6, if I'm reading this right, the 6th seed plays the winner of the 2nd game, which was between seed 11 and 14, whoever won that game.
And then the first 4 teams get a bye in that series.
Yeah. So the first 4 teams basically get 2 bye, get a 2 game bye.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm just sitting there like, huh? Yeah, you explained that well, man. Y'all got it. Everybody got it.
Yeah, and then just to make it even more, the number 1 seed plays the winner of game 3, which was the 8th and 9th seed.
Yep.
The number 4 seed plays the winner of game 4, which is the winner between the 5th seed and the winner of the 12-13 game, who played each other in game. Is
okay. It ain't just me. I was just sitting. I was just sitting like, man. I finished reading. I was like, I'm confused.
Yeah. The first 4 teams get like a 2-game bye, but the first 10 do get a bye.
They get a bye. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the first 10 get a bye, and then so they have a play in like the NBA.
Yeah, like a play in.
Come on. We're speaking of play in, man. Come on, Lakers. I don't want y'all in the play in, man. Y'all need to rest. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? LeBron is an older guy. LeBron's an older guy, man. He don't need to be doing the play in stuff this time.
Wardale coming.
No, sir. Wardale coming. Play in too, and they
I tell y'all
in age too. They, you know what I'm saying?
Wardale's coming.
Bro, they not gonna be able to do the play in and last through the series. They gonna get wiped out like they did last year, man.
Probably will, but I mean, still though, they got this rotation going. Clay went to the bench, so Clay's on the bench now, coming off the bench, anchoring the second unit. But Wardale's coming. He may not be, but it helps the team. It helps the team. That's what it does. It helps the team. That's what it does. We trying to win championships in Golden State. That's what we trying to do.
It ain't happening, man. We already got the formula to Golden State, man. The Nuggets, the Lakers, y'all don't have a front court, man. Y'all don't have a strong front court. So y'all gonna struggle against teams that have a strong front court, man.
That's just it, bro. 3s count more than 2s. That's all that matters.
Yeah, bro. But see, the problem with that, if he is off, like what happened in the last year when he went off, bro, it was just like Peyton Thorne, bro. So goes Steph Curry, so goes Golden State. When he off, it ain't nobody picking up the slack from 3, bro. It's a wrap. Lock down the middle.
We good.
He have his game off, his couple off games. Golden State going home, man.
They not
because it ain't like he getting younger, man. So it ain't like he carrying them like he used to. You see what I'm saying?
It's about that time.
Sometimes he have off games where he ain't stroking that 3, like, you know what I'm saying, every night, bro. He have some time where he need people to pick up the slack and help him, and he ain't had nobody help him last year.
It's getting close to that time. Retirement is right around the corner. Wardale's almost there. He'll be 36 this year. So
that's what's up. And I'm hit shout out to Dale McGee, man. You know what I'm saying? Boo to the Georgia nation. But, you know, gonna get, you know, Dale McGee, ex, you know, Auburn player, Auburn man. You know what I'm saying? He got the job at Georgia State head coach. So that does take away Georgia's running back coach and an ex-recruiter. So that's great, man. But, man, congratulations to Dale McGee.
He got a head coach job at Georgia State?
Yes.
Oh, that's what's up then. Yeah, okay, Dale McGee. Okay. We making that way. I mean, he gonna play South this year. He might play South. Okay, that's what's up then. That's what's up. Yeah. I mean, that's AT&T apologizes for Thursday. No, I ain't had that problem. T-Mobile, baby. T-Mobile didn't have that problem. Did not have it.
Hey, Nick, tell bro, man. I enjoyed the show, man. Nick, I enjoy this every week, and thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for making us the #1 Auburn show on this YouTube earth.
#1 Auburn show on YouTube.
Yes,
baby, let's go.
Thank you, man. We the rising #1. You know what I'm saying? I've declared it, so it is. Go ahead, Nick.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Nick Frazier, my other half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast. Marcus Fitzpatrick, man. We are here in YouTube streets every Wednesday. Go follow us on YouTube at the Water Cooler Talk podcast in the search bar on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk on both of those platforms, and on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook on our Facebook page at the Water Cooler Talk podcast on Facebook. So, man, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Love being here every week, and we will see y'all again next week. Yes.
I am DC Wolf. Y'all can find me on all platforms at Auburn _ Don't forget the underscore. Y'all, please come on, like and subscribe, man. Become a part of the community. Get us up over these 500, man. Because when we go over 500, we're gonna start taking live calls, man. It might be. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be fun, man.
It's gonna be fun, interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. Really interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go, y'all. Let's get up there. And then for Nick Frazier and the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the coolest podcast in your ear, I am DC Wolf, and I want to say War Eagle, baby. What you got, Nick?
War Eagle.